Hello guys, welcome back to Abstronic tutorial. The topic, how the external and the internal of the diode working. What is the diode? The diode came from the two words di and ode. Di came from the Greek word, simply it means two. And ode came from the word electrode. Combine again the two words, which is diode. Simply it means the diode, a device has two electrodes. What are the electrodes of the diode? The first electrode connected to the P-type silicon semiconductor, and the other one connected to the N-type semiconductor. So let's begin from P-type. The P-type silicon semiconductor are the carriers of the positive charge and less negative charge. The N-type silicon semiconductor more on negative charge and less positive charge. So let's connect the P-N-type silicon semiconductor and N-type semiconductor, and let's see what happened to the diode. The negative charge from the PN junction crossing and combining to the positive charge. Since the free electron moving and they combine with the positive charge causing by the electric field, then the diode creating the depletion region, and the only left in the depletion region are the ionized donor or acceptor impurities. There are some minority positive charge and negative charge trying to recombine to the depletion region, but the depletion region is strong enough to pushing back these minority charges. Now, let's connect the battery to the diode. Before we connect to the battery, let me explain first how the diode allows the current from one direction and blocking on the other direction. The round white indicating the negative side of the diode, which is the cathode, and from the circuit symbol, the vertical line is the cathode, and the opposite side is the anode, the arrow pointing the current flow direction. Now, let's connect the battery to the diode and let's see what happened to the internal circuit of the diode. Now, let's see what happened to the diode when the battery is connected. Take note guys, positive to positive repelling each other, and negative to negative also repelling each other. Since the positive of the battery connected to the P-type and the negative battery also connected to the N-type, and the P-type semiconductor more on positive charge and less negative charge, and the N-type more on negative charge and less positive charge. The depletion region, also known as potential barrier. Why potential barrier? Simply because potential refer to the voltage, which is 0.7 volt for silicon and 0.3 volt for germanium. So, the potential barrier acting like a barrier by blocking any current from the external trying to enter to the diode. Let's say the battery is 0.5 volt. 0.5 volt trying, repelling, and pushing the positive charge particle from the P-type into the depletion region. Unfortunately, the potential barrier blocking the current flowing through it. Then, no positive charge particle and negative charge particle moving into the depletion region. So when the battery is 0.7 volt, then the positive side of the battery repelling the positive charge particle from the P-type and pushing toward the depletion region. At the same time, the negative side of the battery repelling and pushing the negative charge particle from the N-type toward the depletion region. Then, the depletion region reducing and the free electron now crossing and moving toward the PN junction, and then the diode is forward biased. That is how the internal and external of the diode is working on the forward voltage. Now, let's connect the battery to the diode in the reverse polarity and let's see what happened. You can see the negative side of the battery connected to the P-type and the positive connected to the N-type. Take note guys, again, positive and negative will be attracting each other. Since the negative of the battery connected to the P-type, then the negative side of the battery attracting the positive charge particle from the P-type. So the positive charge particle moving to the side of the P-type. At the same time, the positive of the battery connected to the N-type of the semiconductor. Then, the positive of the battery attracting the negative charge particle and the charge particle moving to the right side of the N-type. Then, the depletion region getting wider. Because of that, the free electron cannot cross to the depletion region. Then the diode is reverse bias. That is how the internal and external of the diode is working in the reverse bias. So guys, this is the end of my video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share, and thank you very much for watching my video.